St. Patrick's Day, a holiday of green beer, leprechauns, and slavery. Wait, what? That's right. The real story of St. Patrick isn't about luck. It's about faith, courage, and a man who changed a nation. Let's go beyond the myths and uncover the truth. This is the story of a boy kidnapped by pirates, a man who heard God's voice, and a legacy that still inspires millions today. Ready to dive in? Imagine this. You're 16 years old, living in Roman Britain. Life is simple, safe, but suddenly, pirates storm your village. You're dragged from your family, thrown onto a ship, and sold into slavery in Ireland. This is where Patrick's story begins.
I cried out for my parents, but no one came. I was alone.
Terrified and far from home. For 6 long years, Patrick worked as a shepherd, alone in the hills, exposed to the cold, the hunger, the silence. But in that solitude, something extraordinary happened. Patrick began to pray. Not to the gods of his homeland, but to the God of his childhood, the one who heard him in his darkest hour. Patrick, return to your homeland, then go back to Ireland and share the gospel. Patrick escaped. Against all odds he fled, journeying through treacherous terrain, and finally he made it back to Britain. But his story was far from over, because Patrick felt called to return to Ireland, not for revenge, but to bring hope. Patrick returned to the land of his captors, not with an army, but with a message. There is a God who loves you, who offers you peace, who calls you to something greater. I will not falter, I will fulfill my calling. A shamrock became his symbol, not of luck, but of truth. Just as 3 leaves form one clover, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are one. And as for the snakes, Patrick didn't just chase out the snakes, he replaced them with something better. That's the power of faith. It transforms, it redeems, it renews. Today we celebrate with laughter, toasts, and green streets, and that's okay. St. Patrick himself would not have shunned a joyful gathering. But what if, when you raise that glass, you remember Patrick's mission? A toast, not just to good times, but to a man who turned his trials into a testimony. This St. Patrick's Day, let's make it about more than just green. Let's make it about renewal, about joy with purpose, about a faith that turns pain into power. May we all find the courage to be like Patrick and share the light of Christ with the world.